On March the 31st, 2016, aged 89, died Mr. Hans-Dietrich Genscher, who had served as the first West German from 1974 to 1990, and then the German Foreign Minister from 1990 to 1992, also as the West German Vice Chancellor or Deputy Prime Minister from 1974 to 1990, except for a 2-week break in 1982 when the Free Democrats, his party, were switching their coalition partner from the Social Democrats to the Christian Democrats, and then as the reunified Germany's Foreign Minister, Vice Chancellor from 1990 to 1992. He served in the Bundestag, which is the German federal parliament's lower and directly elected house from 1965 to 1998, when he retired from active politics. He served as the West German Interior Minister from 1969 to 1974, before his nearly 18-year service as first the West German and then the reunified German Foreign Minister and Vice Chancellor. He favored a foreign policy based on a recognition of realities rather than on a passionate pursuit of ideals. In 1991, he was one of the instrumental foreign ministers in the breakup of Yugoslavia because he successfully demanded the international recognition of Croatia, Slovenia, and other Yugoslav republics declaring independence in order to stop Serbia from absorbing other republics of the former Yugoslavia in order to create a greater Serbia. During his last years of life, he worked as a lawyer and international consultant. He was involved with several international organizations and with late Czech President Mr. Václav Havel. He demanded that a Cold War museum should be built in Berlin, Germany's capital. He was born on March the 21st, 1927 in Heidelberg, now a part of Halle, in the state of Saxony in eastern Germany. In 1943, he was drafted to serve as a member of the Air Force support personnel at the age of 16. At age 17, in 1944, he and his fellow students became members of the Nazi Party because his Wehrmacht unit made a collective application for membership. Later, he said that he did not know that he had been made a member of the Nazi Party. He studied law and economics at the universities of Halle and Leipzig from 1946 to 1949 and joined the East German Liberal Democratic Party in 1946. In 1952, Mr. Genscher fled to West Germany because he wanted to live in freedom and democracy. There he joined the Free Democratic Party, which is Germany's leading liberal party. He passed his second state examination in law in Hamburg in 1954 and became a solicitor in Bremen. He helped as Interior Minister to shape Federal Chancellor Willy Brandt's policy of de-escalation with the Communist East Germany and Communist Eastern Europe, commonly known as Ostpolitik. Federal Chancellor Brandt's successor, Helmut Schmidt, continued this policy. As foreign minister, Mr. Genscher favored compromise between the Western democracies and the Eastern communist dictatorships. And he favored détente or an easing of tensions and the continuation of the East-West dialogue with the Soviet Union. At several points during his long tenure as foreign minister, he irritated the US and other allied countries' governments by appearing not to support Western initiatives fully. They accused him of a half-neutralism or Genscherism. In 1984, he became the first Western foreign minister to visit Iran after the fundamentalist Muslim movement took over the Iranian government in 1979. In 1988, he appointed Mr. Jürgen Hellner as the new West German ambassador to Libya. That post had been vacant since the 1986 Berlin discotheque bombing that US officials claimed was caused by the dictatorial government of Mr. Muammar Gaddafi. Foreign Minister Genscher's proposals frequently were an example for other Western European democracies to follow. He also actively participated in the European Union's further development and integration. He favored a more federal Europe. In 1992, he resigned as the German foreign minister and vice chancellor because his health was declining. He also had a great interest in the success of German reunification. Especially since 1987, he had campaigned for an active relaxation policy response by the West to the Soviet efforts. He negotiated the German reunification in 1990 with his East German colleague, Mr. Markus Meckel. Then in November 1990, Genscher and his Polish colleague, Mr. Krzysztof Skubiszewski, signed the German-Polish border treaty, where the Oder-Neisse River's line was recognized permanently as Poland's western frontier. Having finished his political career, Mr. Genscher remained active as a lawyer and in international organizations. He even founded his own consulting firm, Hans-Dietrich Genscher Consult GmbH, in 2000. He briefly served as the president or chairman of the German Council on Foreign Relations. In December 2013, sources revealed that Mr. Genscher had prominently been able to coordinate the release and flight to Germany of Mr. Mikhail Khodorkovsky, the former head of Yukos, a major Russian corporation. Mr. Genscher had first met Mr. Khodorkovsky in 2002 and had been the chairman of a conference where Khodorkovsky had severely criticized the Russian President Vladimir Putin's pursuit of his oil company. In 2014, Mr. Genscher accepted an offer to be a member of the Southern Corridor Advisory Panel, a British petroleum consortium which includes former British Prime Minister Tony Blair and Peter Sutherland, chairman of Goldman Sachs International. He died at his home outside Bonn, the West German and former reunified German capital, in Bachtberg on March the 31st, 2016, from heart failure.